Imagine a city that is called Paradise, which has been the most prosperous city in China for thousands of years, and has the largest number of cultural heritage sites in the country. Imagine a city that is extremely rich and now has the highest GDP among prefecture-level cities in the country, and is called the most attractive city by foreigners. That city is Suzhou. Welcome to Walk East channel. All the content of this video is edited from my long walk videos of Suzhou. I hope you like this new try. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Suzhou is a megacity located in Jiangsu province in East China with a population of 13 million. To the east of Suzhou is Shanghai, China's largest city. To the south is Zhejiang province. To the west is the vast Taihu Lake, and to the north is the Yangtze River. Suzhou is a city in the central area of the Yangtze River Delta, with low terrain, immense rivers and lakes, and a total area of 8,600 square kilometers. Suzhou has a history of more than 4,000 years since written records. Suzhou's classical gardens, represented by the humble administrator's garden, are famous all over the world. The Grand Canal of China, flowing through Suzhou, is listed as a World Cultural Heritage. There are also ancient water towns in the south of the Yangtze River, which are also included in the list of China's World Cultural Heritage. The tall building in the distance is the landmark of Suzhou, the Oriental Gate, which is affectionately teased as Long Pants. It outlines the skyline of Suzhou at a height of 3018 meters. This building, known as the world's first gate, is not only the tallest arch-style building in the world, but also one of the most complex super high-rise buildings in China. The gate-shaped design of the Twin Towers is inspired by the ancient city gate of Suzhou and the moon-shaped gate of the garden. His innovative structures demonstrate the hardcore power of modern engineering. This not only echoes the appearance of the water and land gate of the ancient city of Suzhou, but also connects Jinji Lake with the CBD business district with the axis of the gate. It means the Oriental Gateway connecting the world. At night, the curtain wall flows with light and shadow. Interpreting the poetic meaning of the sunrise over the river is redder than fire. From the controversy at the time of its foundation in 2004, to the ridicule of being called Autumn Johns, to becoming an industrial landmark in Suzhou today, the Oriental Gate has completed the transformation from an internet celebrity building to a cultural totem in 20 years. As the British design team said, it allows the world to see how an ancient city opens the door of time and space in the most avant-garde manner. At the foot of the Oriental Gate, there is a large shopping mall. This largest commercial complex in China is a paradise for night owls. At 6 p.m., the terrace on the third floor is crowded with young people taking photos of the sunset in their long johns. The city market on the underground first floor is bustling with people eating crab noodles and heading straight to the IMAX theater on the 6th floor. Close at 10. Not true. The 24-hour convenience store on the underground first floor is always lit to keep the designated drivers and overtime workers alive. As the largest urban complex in Suzhou, Suzhou Center integrates shopping, dining, entertainment, and office, and has become the city's new business card with its grand scale and avant-garde design. Today, Suzhou is also an industrial city and a strong economic city. The urban energy displayed by Suzhou cannot be ignored. Recently, official media disclosed that Suzhou's output value reached 345 billion yuan, surpassing Shenzhen and Shanghai, becoming China's industry #1. Relying on the development of industrial economy and unique natural resources, Suzhou City has also made considerable achievements in commercial development in recent years. It ranks 9th in this year's City Business Charm ranking. In the tenderness and classical charm of the Jiang'an water town, Suzhou, a famous cultural city with a long history, is not only famous for its exquisite gardens and quaint streets, but also breeds vibrant and charming business districts in the pulse of modern cities. These business districts, like bright pearls inlaid between ancient cities and modern cities, retain Suzhou's gentle temperament and integrate the prosperity and convenience of modern business. Shopping malls are often overlooked during travel in Suzhou, but they are important places to gain a deeper understanding of the city's culture and appearance. Whether it is for vacation or dining and shopping, these malls are worth a visit. Here, you can feel the technological charm of the future city and enjoy a one-stop high-end consumption experience, which is the favorite of young trendsetters. Nestled by the Jinji Lake, this business district has attracted countless tourists and citizens with its unique natural scenery and high-end business positioning. The shopping malls, luxury hotels, and cultural and art centers on the lakeside complement the sparkling lake surface, forming a moving modern urban picture. At night, the light show by the lake makes this place dreamlike. Each of Suzhou's business districts has its own unique charm and story. And together, they paint a prosperous picture of Suzhou's modern city. Whether you are looking for a shopping experience with ancient charm and modern style, or pursuing the urban style of quality life, or feeling the fusion and collision of ancient town style and modern business, Suzhou's business district can meet your needs. What you are looking at now is the Suzhou Bay Museum, which has a unique architecture. The exterior shape of this building is designed to be undulating and natural, and the wings connected by usage ribbons reflect the alternation of yin and yang in traditional Chinese philosophy. The museum catches the attention of visitors with its high-rise buildings and suspended corridors, Layers of light and shadow are introduced into the interior by the glass curtain wall and the light and shadow flow. This is a local comprehensive museum with Suzhou characteristics and Jiangnan charm. The overall building was designed by the winner of the Pritzker Prize, the highest international award in the field of architecture. It has functions such as display, cultural experience, public education, scientific research, communication, and cooperation, and has become a landmark building of Suzhou Bay. Suzhou Bay, which was full of reeds 10 years ago, has now become the most beautiful star by Taihu Lake. The 60-kilometer lakeshore seems to be enchanted, and there is a 15-kilometer cherry blossom track hidden in the East Taihu Ecological Park. You can get a shower of pink petals when riding a bike in spring. The Suzhou Bay Cultural Center suddenly grew in the middle of the lake, and two ribbon-shaped buildings were entangled into Jiangnan silk. Holographic Kung opera was performed in the Grand Theater, and the steps of the open-air theater were directly immersed in the lake. Sitting on the steps to watch the sunset, the waves could splash on the instep. The greenway system is really hard work, with 38 kilometers of plank roads connecting 20 theme parks. In the Swan Island wetland in the North Egrets live broadcast catching fish in the reed marshes. In the sports park in the south, grandparents scan their faces to measure calories on the Smart Trail. The most amazing thing is the Water Forest Plank Road. Walking on the glass bridge, you can see the fish shuttle under your feet. At night, the firefly lights are turned on, and it is hard to tell whether it is technology or a fairy tale. Suzhou, with 0.9% of the country's land area, contributes 2% of the country's total economic output and 3% of industrial added value. In the list of the top 100 counties and cities in comprehensive strength in the country, 4 counties in Suzhou are in the top 10. Suzhou ranks first in the country in terms of the number of national science and technology-based small and medium-sized enterprises and the number of national science and technology enterprise incubators. One of the reasons why Suzhou is so developed is that it is distributed in a semicircular shape around Shanghai and is the city closest to Shanghai in Jiangsu. Suzhou's economic development is inseparable from Shanghai's drive. Whether it is electronic information, high-end equipment, advanced materials, or new energy, Suzhou has made them into trillion-level leading industries. You are now entering the most charming bookstore in Suzhou, Eslite Bookstore. This is a bookstore brand from Taiwan, which is very different from the traditional bookstore in general impression. As soon as you step into the door of Eslite Bookstore, you can smell the strong coffee aroma wafting from the elegant seats in the bookstore. Along with the fragrance of books, the two aromas are wonderfully combined in the air, exuding a charming atmosphere. The bright and open space is a book city with the flavor of European libraries. The space is symmetrical and layered, and there are distinctions in the coherence, which is contrary to the dullness and standardization of traditional bookstores. This bookstore uses calm, elegant, and warm colors as its decoration features, creating an atmosphere full of humanistic and artistic temperament. Let everyone whisper and slow down unconsciously when entering Eslite Bookstore, when a bookstore is not just about books, but also includes the spirit of humanity, creativity, art, and life. It is no longer a place where you just buy books, pay, and leave. This is the charm of Eslite. Today, Suzhou has 350,000 industrial enterprises above designated size, and its total industrial output value is stable at more than 4 trillion, ranking second in the country. Its traditional industries, such as metallurgy, chemical industry, and textiles, are transforming into high-end fields. In addition, Suzhou's emerging industries, such as new energy vehicles, digital economy, biomedicine, and big health, are also becoming world-famous. Don't be surprised if you see emerging products such as humanoid robots, automotive electronics, and artificial intelligence produced in Suzhou in the future. Suzhou-style gardens are the shining pearls that cannot be missed. As the most extensive landscape garden in Suzhou Classical Gardens, Humble Administrator's Garden has scenery in all 4 seasons, each with its own merits. The entrance to the garden is very narrow, surrounded by mountains, water, stones, bridges, flowers, and trees. In spring, peonies are in full bloom, as poetic as a painting. In summer, lotus flowers fill the pond, fresh and refined. Over the past 500 years, Humble Administrator's Garden has witnessed the change of owners. But the tranquility and beauty, like a dream of heaven, will never disappear. Imagine that ancient people lived in the city, but they could move all the mountains, waters, flowers, trees, pavilions, and towers into their backyards. How good would they be at living? This is the paradise on earth left by Chinese ancestors. In ancient times, officials and wealthy people wanted to find a place to spend their old age after retirement. So they began to decorate their own courtyards and turn the landscapes and poems into reality. Although Suzhou gardens are not large in area, they are particularly good at hiding things. When you enter the Humble Administrator's Garden, you first see a white wall. You can only see a large lotus pond after going around it. This is called hiding first and then revealing, which is as surprising as opening a gift. In a palm-sized area, 21 caves and 9 paths can be piled up. It is like walking in a maze when you get in. Even the ancient Emperor Qianlong didn't want to leave. The designers here are all space magicians. It will make the water surface winding and look several times larger than it actually is. Open a moon gate on the wall and plant a few bamboos behind the gate, and it will immediately become a living picture frame. The pavilion should be built by the water, which is called hidden pavilion among flowers. Pavilion by the water. The corridors are deliberately built with twists and turns, so that you can change the scenery every 2 steps. 500 years ago, the designer placed the entire large pond in the middle of the yard, and the surrounding houses, rockery, and small bridges all revolved around it. The reason why Suzhou is called a paradise is that you can go to the humble administrator's garden to see the flower exhibition in spring, sit by the lotus pond in the lingering garden in summer and eat iced lotus roots, go to the master of net's garden in autumn to smell the fragrance of osmanthus in the garden. Suzhou Gardens are a natural theater with new programs every season. The art of Suzhou Gardens is not to use ink as a picture, not to use an axe to carve, but to make full use of the beauty of nature, focusing on the similarity and dissimilarity. The ingenuity is just to arouse your imagination, but not to trigger it, and to hide it without revealing it. Pingjiang Road, a historical old street in Suzhou, is built along the river. It is one of the most well-preserved areas of Suzhou ancient city, like a miniature of the ancient city. Here, the alleys on both sides of the east and west are deep, especially on the east side, where water lanes are crisscrossed, water and land are parallel, and river streets are adjacent, showing the characteristics and charm of the Jiangnan water city. The tranquility and simplicity of the ancient town are in full view, which makes people yearn for it and want to feel the profound cultural heritage. Pingjiang Road is about 1.6 kilometers long and built along the river. The Bluestone Road and the river have been accompanied by the river for 800 years. The old houses with white walls and black tiles retain the ancient flavor. There are no high-rise buildings here, only narrow alleys and curved stone bridges. Even the United Nations praised it as a well-preserved water town model. Walking along Pingjiang Road, there are polished slabs under your feet and the sound of rowing boats crossing the water in your ears. The old houses have been converted into tea houses, bookstores, and small shops, but the local residents still live in them. You can see the old lady sitting at the door peeling lotus seeds, and the grandfather hanging clothes by the river. The atmosphere of life and the bustle of tourists are mixed together, like a living Jiangnan painting. There are many stories hidden here. Someone is singing Peony Pavilion in the Kunk Opera Museum, and the young people next door are holding milk tea and listening to Pingtan. Tradition and modernity meet easily here. There are 38 stone bridges on the Pingjiang River, each of which is like a crescent moon. Standing on the stone bridge, you can see the boat slowly passing under the bridge hole, the boat girl humming a tune, and the willow trees on the shore swaying gently. Tourists wearing hanfu hold oil paper umbrellas to take pictures, and the camera is full of ink painting like scenery. The food here is also unforgettable. There is steaming osmanthus cake in the morning, a bowl of shrimp noodles at noon, a cup of baluachan milk tea in the afternoon, and a taste of fermented rice balls in the evening. The most special thing about Pingjiang Road is that it is both old and young. The dilapidated old walls are quietly reinforced with steel frames, and trendy cultural and creative products are placed in the wooden windows. Tourists use mobile phones to scan codes to listen to historical stories. And the elderly still chat by the well with cattail leaves fans. This place is not like a museum, but a storybook of Jiangnan that you can never finish reading. You can find new surprises every step you take. Ancient Chinese folk songs say, "There is heaven above, and Suzhou and Hangzhou below." Hangzhou has West Lake and Suzhou has Shantang. Both places are beautiful and have infinite scenery. Shantang Street is known as the first ancient street in China, a miniature of old Suzhou and a window of Wu culture. Shantang Street at night is even more artistic, with dim lights, suitable for strolling and capturing the beautiful moments with a camera. The night scene of the ancient town and the lights complement each other, creating a dreamlike atmosphere. Going west through the city tower, a blue stone-paved street winds along the river. The ancient street, with a total length of about 3.8 kilometers, was dug by the Tang Dynasty poet Bai Zhouyi when he was the governor of Suzhou. It has a history of 1,200 years. The river extends parallel to the street, and the white-walled and black-tiled houses of Jiangnan on both sides are lined up. Every blue brick of Shantang Street is engraved with a story. There are 13 cultural relics along the street, and ancient theaters, ancient archways, and ancient wells can be seen everywhere. Old tea drinkers hold purple clay teapots and sit under the carved gatehouse, watching tourists use their mobile phones to scan the Shantang Story QR code on the wall. The old dim sum shop is steaming, and the first soup noodles with crab soup dumplings are the breakfast ritual of Suzhou people. The afternoon sun shines obliquely, and the orange cat is napping on the glass window of Ma Kong Bookstore, and the sewing machine in the old tailor shop is still clicking. The bridge hole has become a natural picture frame. In spring, there are magnolias exploring the water. In summer, there are red trumpet creepers. In autumn, the Chinese tallow tree is dyed golden. And in winter, the remaining snow hangs on the eaves. When the lanterns are lit at night, the cruise ship passes through the Tongwei Bridge hole, and the sound of Pingtan at the bow and the sound of guitar on the shore collide on the water surface, startling a series of ripples. After dusk falls, Shantang turns into a dazzling river of lights. Strings of red lanterns are hung on the eaves of the ancient house, and the LED light strips on the masts of the cruise ship pass by like shooting stars. From Changmen to Tiger Hill, Kili Shantang is like a time tunnel, holding the 2,500-year-old ancient city of Gusu on the left hand and the brightly lit Oriental Gate on the right hand. allowing everyone who walks through it to touch the beating pulse of Jiangnan culture. Shantang Ancient Street is a landmark in Suzhou, both in ancient times and today. What you are watching now is the performance of Suzhou Pingtan. Suzhou Pingtan is a traditional folk art in southern China. It is accompanied by three-stringed instrument and pipa, and it is sung while speaking. It has a history of more than 400 years. Two people perform together. One plays three-stringed instrument, and the other holds pipa, telling folk stories in soft Suzhou dialect. The biggest feature of Pingtan is that it is pleasant to listen to and fun to play. The sound of pipa is crisp, and the sound of three-stringed instrument is deep, and the combination is as natural as chatting. Old audiences close their eyes and beat the rhythm, while new tourists read the lyrics and subtitles on the electronic screen. In the tea house, you can listen to it for half a day with a cup of tea. Now, Pingtan is also getting younger. Actors weave internet hot words into lyrics, use live broadcasts to attract audiences, and even adapt popular songs. Young people listen to Sheng Sheng Man while drinking milk tea, and the number of clicks on Pingtan clips on short video platforms has exceeded 1 million. This art has been listed as a World Intangible Cultural Heritage, and Suzhou also has a special school to train newcomers. Go to the Pingjiang Road Tea House on the weekend. Spend 30 yuan to order a pot of tea, and you can feel the living fossil of the sounds of Jiangnan. The tinkling sound of the harp hides the humor and gentleness in the bones of Suzhou people. Dear friends, this is my first attempt to introduce a city in the form of narration. Do you like this video? I am eager to get your feedback and suggestions. Whether it is good feedback or criticism, I will work hard to improve the quality of the video and strive to do better and better. Thank you for taking the time to walk around Suzhou with me on YouTube. Thank you for your continued support of my channel. See you in the next video.